Just before the trial, we had the chance to speak with one of the judges. His name was Brundage, and he was talking about some of the challenges that he, as a judge, faces here in Kampong Province, the problems that often lead to long detentions for people who are accused of crimes and sitting in prison. One of the problems, he said, is that sometimes there just simply are not enough judges. In particular, for a felony trial, there are meant to be 3 judges for the trial, and sometimes there's only 2, sometimes there are 3, but then at the last minute one is 6. So oftentimes, if there are not enough judges, that's one reason why a trial might not occur when it's supposed to. Another reason that he mentioned is that a lot of times there's not enough lawyers, because for a felony case, a defendant must have a lawyer, and one that also explains that there is only one private lawyer, one lawyer in private practice here in Kampong Province. So that certainly limits the amount of lawyers that are available to all the accused who are sitting in prison, at least those accused of felonies. Another problem is that there are several NGOs that also provide lawyers to the accused. For example, Legal Aid of Cambodia, Lawyers Without Borders is another one. And these organizations are good in that they provide a service that often is not being provided by the government, but at the same time there's usually a limit on the number of lawyers, or on the number of cases that these lawyers can take. And so if a lawyer with one of those NGOs already has their limit of cases, then they can't take any more. So that also adds to the shortage of available lawyers for the criminally accused. And lastly, there's no legal aid here in Kampong Province. While there are several of these NGOs, most of them are located in Phnom Penh, and so most of their services go to that area as opposed to the outer provinces. And so Kampong Province is one of those provinces that suffers from just a simple lack of lawyers living in the province who are available to represent the accused.
Did you mention also that the lawyers sometimes get double booked, since there's so few lawyers? They take on a lot of cases, but a lot of cases, trials fall on the same day, so they just don't show up for the maybe less important ones, and that case gets postponed again and again.
Right. We were also told by the judge that there are only 3 days a week where trials actually take place. And so sometimes, when many trials are trying to be fit into those 3 days per week, a particular lawyer might have more than one trial on that day, and may in fact have more than one trial scheduled at the same time, and so only one trial can in fact happen at a time. So just because of lawyers being double booked, probably the court being double booked, this just leads to several cases being postponed over and over again.